So I haven't done this in a while, so we'll see how this goes. It is Sunday morning. Okay. I have not used my live feature literally in years. But we have a message to talk about. There is a message to talk about. There is a message to talk about. There is a message. Okay. Got a message for y'all this Sunday morning. This is not your average Sunday sermon, but we're going to talk about this, y'all. So I'm going to jump right in. You can share, tell a friend, but this is important. So right now, we are in a season where your discernment is incredibly important. And not just your discernment, but the discernment that you have about the people that you put into your life and your surroundings. And I'm going to give you an analogy, and then we're going to talk about that. So imagine you have invited some friends to your house. Hey, beautiful. Hi, Lisa. Hey, Kia. Hey, Tiffany. Hello. So imagine you have invited some friends to your house, okay? And for whatever reason, you've had to step away. Let's say you ran to the bathroom or whatever the case may be, and there's a knock at your door. And so one of your friends goes to the door to see who is there. And this person, you don't know this person. They don't know that you don't know this person. But this person says that they need to come inside. Okay, and that they're there for whatever the reason that they are there for. And your friend says, oh yeah, okay, yeah, she'll be out in a moment. And lets this person into your house. Let's just say this person did not belong there. And now you have allowed someone to act in authority in your absence. And now you have some stranger in your house that could cause all sorts of chaos, commotion, or whatever. Could have ill intent, or just not supposed to be there. So when you come back, you realize you've got some mess to deal with in your home. And that's the same thing that y'all are doing and not even realizing, having better discernment about the people that you have around you that could possibly be acting in authority in your place when you're not around. And what I mean by that is, how many times have you had people in your life and you got dragged into some of their mess? You've got dragged into some of their karma just by association, by proximity. Okay? But it's important that y'all remember that, because a lot of times we make excuses and they sound like, yeah, girl, I know she gets into, that. I don't judge though. So, whatever she got going on, that's whatever she got going on. We still cool. A lot of y'all know that some of your friends aren't living right. And that does not mean that you place judgment on them. But it does mean that you are in proximity to some energy that could quite possibly F up your life. You have some people in your surroundings that don't have good discernment. You have some people in your surroundings that are making foolish and reckless decisions and could possibly open a door in your life, in your situation, that you cannot close. That you cannot close easily. You have to remember, when we're dealing with spiritual matters, because everything in this world is a spiritual matter, that everything comes down to permission. So when you have given your permission to someone, when you have given your yes to someone, when the vampire comes knocking at your door in the horror movies and you let them in, what have we learned? You're not supposed to let things into your energy, but some of y'all have let things into your energy by product of someone else. And you're trying to figure out why you cannot get it out. Because it was never yours in the first place. But you opened the door. Because you opened the door for them. When I say that, I mean you've opened the door for the people that are in your circle. You need to evaluate your circle. And it's not about judgment. It's not about attacking a person from a place of not loving them. It's about remembering that you have stuff to lose. You have things to do. You have purpose. If you have the blessing right now of knowing that you have purpose, you really need to pay attention, because anything could crumble your cards at any given minute when we are not protective about our space, when we are not protective about our peace. And we need to stop making excuses for the type of people that we have in our lives. Because sometimes that messiness comes with repercussions. You may know that your homegirl is a scammer. You may know that your homegirl shoplifts. You might know that your homeboy sells or deals. That's their business. Yes, very true. But what happens when that homegirl is shoplifting when she's out with you? And now y'all both in handcuffs. What happens when your homeboy that sells has some problems going on that you don't know about, and y'all are out together, and you get rolled up on? What happens when your friends that you know are out here in the streets cheating? Okay? That can still knock on your door. Now you out, and they side piece or they main come up and they're infuriated, and then everybody's getting shot up. Because it happens. We need to stop making excuses for other people's mess. Again, it's not coming from a place of judgment. Girl, I see you. I understand. Life is life. Okay? But you have to remember that at any given time, all this can spill over onto you. And we always say it. People can block your blessings. But really, the person that's blocking your blessings is you. Because you're not using the discernment to filter through the type of people and the energy that you have around you. God, spirit, ancestors, universe, they're not giving you shit when they realize that there is something of detriment around you. They're not going to bestow upon you the things that you need when you have some energy around you that could, quite frankly, mess up the work that they have been doing behind the scenes in spirit in your life to make things move for you. And the delay for you could be the fact that you have some messy energy around you. Check your friends. Sometimes you don't need to be friends with people anymore. Sometimes you can love people from afar, because you have to hold them to a higher standard, because you need to be holding yourself to a higher standard. The people that you have around you are a reflection of you. Whether you want to admit it or not, whether or not you want to sit with it or not, but the people that are around you are a reflection of you. So if you take account and stock right now in this moment, and you think about the things that your friends have going on, ask yourself, is this good for me? Is this energy good for me? Is what they got going on good for me? Because it could quite frankly become my thing at any given moment. And also in saying that, sometimes your friends could be in such a place of blessing that you feel that too. Because the overflow, the outpouring, the rubbing off of can go both ways. So just like you can have some friends that are poor for you, poor in discernment, poor in spirit, poor in lifestyle, you could have some friends that amplify the things that you have going on, that are proud of you, that want to see you do well, that have such high standards for themselves, that those high standards also rub off on you, that they are doing so well in life, that you are now also doing so well in life, because that is the energy that y'all are recycling in your circle and in your group. A lot of y'all need to look at your group and then ask yourself, are these people standing in the way of my evolution? Are these people standing in the way of me doing well in life? You might be the only person in your friend group that wants to get out of the circumstance and the situation that you're in right now, and the circumstance and the situation that you're used to. And guess what? It's going to be very hard to swim against the current of the energy that you have surrounded yourself with. Because what? Misery loves company. People that are complacent typically stay complacent. So if you have surrounded yourself with a bunch of complacent people, I can guarantee you, more than likely, you are going to be in a situation that says you are stagnant. Because you have some stagnant energy up around you. If you have people that are constantly devoted to elevating, constantly devoted to improving themselves, constantly learning something, got something going on, constantly wanting to share with you the things that they're learning, they want to bring you into the things that they have going on, they want to show you something, they want to show you how they're successful, those are the people that you need to be around, because that is going to determine what your life looks like. Regardless of what you think, your friends determine what your life looks like. If you have something going for yourself, you want to stay in, you want to study, you want to work on spirit, but then you have it's no different than, let's just say this. Let's say you are on a sobriety journey and all your friends are alcoholics. What does that look like for you? What does that look like for you. Realistically speaking, let's talk about it. Because again, it has nothing to do with judgment. You're on your own path. People are on their own path. So whatever people are doing at any given moment, that is on them. That is a part of their journey. And they have to work with it or work through it or work however they're working in it. But you have to say to yourself, okay, I'm trying to do something different. But the people that I have surrounded myself with want to go out every night. The people that I have surrounded myself with, they can't spend any time with me unless they're drinking or doing drugs. What does that look like for your sobriety journey? And a lot of y'all have to accept that you may not be in alignment with your friend group, with your acquaintances. Some of y'all are saying that you want to go to higher places, but you still keep lower energy around you. Out of whatever attachment or love that you have for people. But is the love that you have for yourself and the desire to grow greater than the love that you have for somebody that is literally a weight to you? If people are not invested in themselves, they are not going to be invested in you. And they are not going to care if you become collateral damage in their life or their lifestyle. At some point, you have to realize you got a lot to lose. Look, growing up, I had a lot of different kinds of friends. Okay, I'm a social butterfly. I'm a worldly person. Okay, I can connect to anybody and find some commonality. But I remember one time, some of these examples are my examples of. I know I had a homeboy that was in the streets. He was in these streets, up and through these streets. Okay, and I had to tell him, honey, I'm not driving in the same car as you. I don't even know that I want to be outside with you. Because what if somebody's following you? And then I'm sitting out here with you. And then I'm going to get myself caught up in some stuff that you have going on. And brother, I love you, but I'm going to have to love you from afar. Because I actually have some things to lose. I ain't trying to get got. I ain't trying to get arrested. I ain't trying to get shot. Okay? None of it. So you have to ask yourself, are your intentions, are the things that you're desiring, are the things that you're working on manifesting, are they in alignment with the environment that you have put yourself in? And that environment most likely are the people that you surround yourself with. And if you are not in alignment, you have to ask yourself, do you really want the thing that you said that you want? Do you really want to get up out that comfortable situation? And a lot of y'all's comfortable situations aren't even comfortable. Let's talk about that. A lot of people's comfort zones actually are not comfortable at all. You keep yourself in a self-imposed prison. You just used to it. But doing something different, expansion, is going to require that the things that you are doing, the things that you are saying, the people that you involve yourself with, match the energy that you want to be on. So again, because this is very crucial in this season, shit, in any season, okay, this is very crucial. Take a stock and inventory of the people that you have in your life, because you are not above getting hit with a stray. And in urban culture, that means you could just be, like, again, collateral damage to somebody's messed upness. It don't necessarily mean that you catch a stray bullet, but it could also literally mean that as well. But you have to ask yourself, do you have anybody around you? Do you have anybody in your energy that would act in your absence, open some doors in your presence that you cannot close? Because it ain't easy to close somebody else's doors, often, all the time. So again, your friend shoplifting. You know your friend shoplifts. I ain't judging. I understand. Life is lifing. Life be lifing. But you're not doing that with me. I ain't going out with you. You do that on your own time. Because next thing you know, your butt is also in handcuffs. Because you on camera with this fool. You know your homeboy or your homegirl be scamming. Next thing you know, you caught up in some mess. Don't get caught up in other people's mess because you lack the discernment to realize that you are not above other people's karma. Some of y'all right now are actually living in someone else's karma. Because you let somebody so close to you, knowing that they had some shit going on that you ain't had no business involving yourself in. And now you're living in their drama, their karma, and their consequence. And that's the energy that you put over your life because you allowed them into your circle. You allowed them into your house. You allowed them into your spirit. You allowed them into your mind. You allowed them into your home. You can't let everybody in your house. You can't let everybody in your circle. And sometimes you have to kick people the hell out when you realize they don't respect what you have going on. Exactly, Kiera. It could be anybody. It could be a friend. It could be a sister. It could be a brother, an auntie, an uncle, a mother, a father. It could be anybody. You have to evaluate the people that are in your life because think about it. Some people don't respect your home. And by home, I'm talking about your environment, your spirit, your mind, your thoughts. Some people will willingly come in and pollute your space with their mess, with their drama. Imagine how many people right now, how many times do you have a conversation with your friend and it's never uplifting? They are only always talking about drama. They are only always talking about some mess that's going on. Well, what are they? They are literally polluting your energy. And you have allowed them to pollute your energy. Imagine you invite somebody over and now they're standing on your couch. They putting cups down on coasters. Without coasters. You got watermarks all over your table. They dropping trash on the floor. Are these the type of people that you want in your house? They don't flush the toilet. They literally left shit in your house. They don't flush the toilet. This is a direct representation of the type of people that you have around you that do not respect you, that do not respect your space, that do not respect your aspirations, that do not respect your dreams, that do not respect the things that you want to do or have going on, and will continuously downplay them, degrade it, or etc. So lovingly, because you've got to love yourself above all else, today, ask yourself, are you in alignment with the growth that you say you want in your space? And let's say you're not even thinking about growth. Do you want BS overflowing into your yard? Because some of you have blocked your blessings. They cannot come in because your circle, your friends, your family are acting as a fence. Because like I said, God, ancestors, spirit, whatever you identify with, they're not working all this time behind the scenes to move and shift and shake and loose things so that you can have a blessing for them to be delivered to someone, and you have people in your surroundings that will literally demolish the thing that they are trying to give you. They're trying to work on getting you a new job right now. They're trying to work on putting you in a better environment and a new place right now, in a new space right now. But they know the minute you get a new house and you're going to let this foolish energy over, they are going to destroy your property. Nobody is trying to give you a gift that you are not prepared for. So ask yourself today, are there some people around you right now that aren't living right? That aren't living in alignment with the things that you say that you want, that aren't living in alignment with the things that you say that you need. And if that is the case, you need to start creating space. Love them from afar. Send them a good word. And some of y'all need to stop entertaining BS, because like I said, if you have conversations with people and the only thing that they ever do or share with you is nothing uplifting, nothing enlightening, nothing that could help you grow, nothing informational, just drama and mess, they are literally polluting your energy field. And you've allowed people to dump trash in your front yard, because that's exactly what's happening. When people only call you to dump trash in your front yard, don't ask if you have the emotional capacity to listen to it. Don't care. Don't ask how you're doing. Girl, did you know such and such and such and such? Shut it down. Shut it down. Because it's a blockage for you. And that energy does rub off. So surround yourself with better. Because sometimes also, you could be the brightest person, the brightest light in your friend group and in your family, but you continue to surround yourself with people that are light suckers, and before you know it, you thought that you are strong enough to not have your battery drained. And that's not the case. We are not invincible. That's just not the nature of energy. If you are the only source of energy around and everybody else is plugging into you, your battery is going to eventually be drained. It doesn't matter if it's the most supercharged battery in the world, lithium ion, it don't matter. If you have people plugging into you that are taking from you and never give anything back, your battery is going to drain. Your light is going to dim. That is what it's going to look like. So remember, the people that you surround yourself with, the people that you talk to on a daily basis, they are a direct reflection of you. They are a direct reflection of the life that you will be living. They are a direct reflection of the life that you are headed in. If you do not cut it off, set some boundaries, make some separations. So if you're wondering why there has been delay, why you feel like you've been working towards things, and you're still not getting your harvest and you're still not getting your reward, analyze the energy around you, the people that you have around you, and ask yourself, has their impoverished mindset rubbed off on you? Has their complacency rubbed off on you? Do they respect your spirit? Do they respect what you're desiring to do? That's important. And so sometimes we don't think about it because we want to be good friends. We want to be good friends always. And unfortunately, our idea of being a good friend sometimes means that we martyr ourselves. We martyr ourselves for other people. That means that we keep people around that are a detriment of us because we feel bad for them. Or maybe we even see a part of our old selves in them, so we empathize. And because of that empathy, we just want to keep extending friendship. But if you realize that you have people around you and they are in the mud, and they have been in the mud for a long time, they're not getting out of it. They may have lost the will to try to get out of it. They are comfortable in the mud. But you have to realize the only time that you are going to get to them, because the way the energy works, you're going to be in the mud with them. That's what happens. If people cannot reach you where you are at, the only way that you are going to get to them is if you lower yourself to meet them. And a lot of you have lowered yourselves to meet people for whatever reason. Those reasons are for you, and you know them. And if you don't know them, maybe meditate on them after you get off this live with me. Okay? But that's how energy works. Low and high frequencies are not existing in the same place. So if you have some low vibrational relationships, reality check. Reality check. That's where you are too. And that's what I'm going to leave you with. So, if you just joined, the analogy that I had started this with was, you've invited some friends into your home. You had to step away. And somebody knocked at your door. And this person that knocked at your door, they represent chaos. They represent confusion. They come to cause harm. And your friend opens the door in your absence and lets them into your house. That's what happens in a lot of y'all's lives. You step away, you let your guard down, and now somebody else has opened your door to chaos, confusion, mess that you don't need. So on this Sunday, this is a reminder to get the mess out of your house, out of your home, out of your spirit, out of your mind, out of your heart, and think about who is contributing to that mess, that confusion. Because you are not above, again, getting caught with the stray of somebody else's consequence and karma. It may very well be their life choice and decision, but you have made the choice and the decision to let this person into your home. into your space, into your circle, into your surrounding, into your environment. So whatever they have going on, you now have going on. That's just the best way to look at it. Whomever that you have invited into your space, whomever you've invited into your spirit, take note about the things that they have going on in their lives. Because now you have that going on in your life. And you're not above that. Because that's how energy flows. So if you are not entertaining relationships where you are pouring goodness into one another, where you are both recharging one another's batteries, chances are you're being drained. Or you are just in that low place as well, and maybe sometimes you need a reality check. That the things that you say that you want, the things that you say that you need, the things that you want to grow into, you're actually not in alignment with them at all. And you're doing the same things. Okay? I love y'all. I just felt like I needed to leave that with you. So clean house. Pay attention to who respects your home. Pay attention to respects your heart. Pay attention to who respects your mind. Okay? Because those are going to be the people that are in alignment with your blessings. Anything else, it's a blockage. It's polluting your space. It's polluting your spiritual atmosphere. It's polluting your spiritual environment. And you are going to be experiencing delays and stagnancy. In worst case scenario, you could be directly wrapped up in somebody else's karma. Okay? Okay, I'm terrible with goodbyes. If you've been here from the beginning, you know I do not like a goodbye. I don't know how to say a goodbye. I also leave you with this. I am relaunching. I have been accepting readings. I am booked. But every now and again, I let people know that I do have availability. I'm very selective. I do not believe that I'm supposed to read everyone, and everyone does not need a reading, and I'm very ethical with that. I am not going to take your coins. If I feel like you do not need me, you will be lovingly dismissed. Okay? And I'm also holding Cash App sales. I will leave the sales in the comments. If you're interested in anything, DM to order. It's quite personal. Hit my inbox. I will respond. DM me. There's some scammers out here in this world, so make sure that you are communicating with me over here with the check mark, okay? And I will get back to you, but I will never solicit you, okay? So I'm just letting y'all know what I got going on. But I love you. Be great. Be amazing. And make sure that you are walking and living in alignment with the things that you say that you want. Oh, Leah, you saw me at the gas station. Oh, girl, I be out here. Did I look crazy? I hope I did not look crazy. Okay, bye, y'all.